Hey everyone, welcome to the best US Mint news channel on YouTube. I'm Son of a Silver Stacker. Today's date is the 4th of September 2025, and in this video we're going to be talking about US Mint sales. Why? Because they're vital to numismatists, flippers, investors, and collectors to determine mintages and demand. That's right. Now, before any of that, though, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. It's a really big number. In fact, it's ginormous. I looked it up on the Google machine, and it is ginormous. Also, we're always live, never edited, and always unscripted. I never know what I'm not going to say. Now, let's bounce over to Money Metals. I can show you those live spot prices. Looks like everything's getting beat up from the feet up. So gold's down 17.45 to 35.56 even Steven. Silver down a quarter to 41.17. Platinum down $27.10 to 14.10.15, and palladium down $6.50 to 11.66.10. And Dr. Copper over here is down a nickel to 4.57 per pound. Down here, this is an in-stock American Silver Eagle Premium, about $6.59 for a quantity of 1 through 39. They'll ask that you pay $47.76. That's the spirit. Now, this is the sell to them, the buyback price. That's $41.78, and that's definitely not $1.20 over the silver spot price at $41.17, but it is over the spot price. Wouldn't it be cool if you could actually negotiate the price here a little bit better and maybe over here as well? Think about that. Now, over here to coinnews.net. This article is by Mike Unser, owner and editor over there at coinnews.net. This article came out September 3rd. The title is U.S. Mint Sales 2025 Innovation Dollar Set New Quarter Ornaments Debut. It says elsewhere in mint sales, let me highlight this a little easier to see. American Liberty Products advanced. The silver proof set plunged. Sacagawea climbed. Superman totals slipped again. I made that part at the end there. And the American Eagle silver kept falling. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, how some of these coins are not, well, keeping their sales numbers. And even the latest issuance of the American Women Quarter slipped as well. That's right. Incredible. So it says here, last week, the United States Mint introduced 5 holiday ornaments featuring quarters honoring Ida B. Wells, Juliette Gordon-Low, Dr. Vera Rubin, Stacey Park Milburn, and Althea Gibson, along with a proof set of $1 coins celebrating innovations in Arkansas, Michigan, Florida, and Texas. The latest U.S. Mint sales figure highlights the product's initial performance. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's beautiful, no doubt about it. I haven't opened up mine yet, but one of the possibilities says he may have found something going on with that set. So we're going to keep our ears open for that one and our eyes peeled, right? It says released on August 28th for $27.50, up from last year's $24 starting price. The newest innovation dollar set led Mint Numismatic Products sales, and it posted a 5-day debut of 47,145 units. But is that in line with the other year's sales? Well, let's find out here. It says this year's set follows 6 predecessors, with the previous 4 still available, each now priced at $27.50. Their opening and current sales are as follows. Last year's set sold 49,414 compared to 47. Okay, 47 to 49. Now stands at 65,000. 2023 set sold 49 and now stands at 61. 2022 set sold 58 and now stands at 84. The 2021 set sold 53,115 units in 4 days, now at 90,000. And the 2020 set sold 45,000 units, that's under there, and yet has the highest, and that's right, the highest number, and it doesn't look like it's available, 108,400. Now the 2019 set, the first annual in the line, sold 43,000 units, and in 3 days, and that's incredible. And last reported sales are 149,885. And remember, that's basically where we were at for the American Innovation Proof Set. We were standing at about 100,000 for the product limit, but since the Mint's been doing this right sizing, yeah, mintages are falling, and I think that's really good for the collector and the investor and the flipper, as well as collectors and numismatists, right? So each of the new ornaments also ranked among the Mint's weekly best sellers, right? There you go. Released on August 26th for $36.75 each, and I haven't bought one of those yet this year. I did buy the ones from the first year, maybe a couple of them. Especially the Sally Ride one. I really like that one. All right, starting sales range from $868 for the Stacey Park Milburn ornament to $1,084 for the Juliette Gordon-Low ornament. The other 3 ornaments each opened below $891. Isn't that something? Yeah, that's incredible. Suggesting an early preference for the Juliette Gordon-Low design. And who knew? If it wasn't for this American Women Quarter program, I would have no idea that I was related to Juliette Gordon-Low through the Kinsey family. Go figure. It's amazing. It's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Now, for comparison, last year's ornaments began with sales ranging from 1,352 for the Zitcolor Shock ornament to 1,759 for the Celia Cruz ornament. The 2023 ornaments started between 1,316 for the Jovita Dot ornament and 1,534 for the Eleanor Roosevelt ornament. That was one of the first years, 2023, I guess. By contrast, here we go, the 2022 quarter ornaments, which launched the product line, saw initial gains ranging from 1,768 for the Nino Terra Warren ornament to 2,195 for the Maya Angelou ornament. Yeah, that first year was hot for the American Women Quarter program. And if you have any of the rolls and bags featuring Maya Angelou, well, you are a pretty happy camper right about now. Those are definitely the highest valued out of all of the American Women Quarters, I believe. Yeah, that's right. And that has the lowest mintage, especially for the PD and the S rolls. All right, released on, oh, wait, got to go here first. Whoops. American Liberty up, Silver Proof Set plunges, Sacagawea up, Superman totals down, Army Eagle keeps falling. Wait, what? Yeah. Released on August 20, the 100,000 mintage for the, is it 100,000? Do we really know that? That's what they say because that's what the mint said, right? So they're going with what the mint said. The 100,000 mintage for the 2025 West Point Proof Laser Engraved American Silver Eagle became unavailable earlier this week. Yeah, remember when they took off that household order limit? It was gonzo. And yours truly, your humble narrator, wanted to pick up another one of those when they lifted that limit, but it was just immediately gone. I couldn't believe it. A little frustrated on that one. Now, still, there is no update to its sales beyond the first day total of 59,520. What? Yeah, that's right. The first day they sold just under 60,000. And that begs the question, if there was probably, 25,000, maybe 15,000 more of the remaining, right? So that could put the mintages around the V75 Silver Eagle. Wouldn't that be something? Because I don't believe the United States Mint is actually striking as many coins as they say they're going to be doing, but that's just my opinion, and I'm welcome to it, and you're just listening to it right now. The Mint has responded to our request twice for an update. The Mint has responded to our request twice, most recently on Tuesday, indicating they're working to provide accurate sales figures. And what's interesting about that, the Mint also told them that they had a bulk sales amount for the Army Privy Mark American Silver Eagle, and that never came to fruition, right? That never happened. Oh, well, we'll see how it works out. You never know when you're dealing with the United States Mint. They say one thing, and then they come back and say, well, no. The 2025 American Liberty issues launched on August 21st with the 12,000 mintage on the 2025 West Point $100 high relief gold coin, lasting for nearly 2.5 hours before first becoming unavailable. Its initial reported total was 7,350 out of 12,000. Yeah, I don't think they're going fully on those mintages. I really don't, because look at this. What a difference, right? And it has since climbed by 602 to 7,952. Now, here we go. The 60,000 mintage, that's a stated product limit, stated mintage limit for the 2025 Philadelphia Struck Silver Medal, which became unavailable the following day, which was reported at 28,888 and now has advanced by 1,030 to 29,918. And remember, typically we're going to see those at 7:30 in the morning if you haven't got a chance yet. And they do go quick, and they probably release maybe 10, maybe 15 at a time, and that's it. They don't release 1,000 at 7:30 in the morning. Oh no, that would make too much sense. Or they don't even announce it and sell it in an email going, hey, we're going to release these products again. Come by at noon, or, nothing like that. Just under the radar issuances. Now it says here on August 7th, the 10 coin 2025 silver proof set. Oh boy, here we go. 7 coins struck in 3/9 fine silver recorded 4-day opening sales of 120,000 units, right? 4-day sales. Opening sales, 4-day, and we're not even there now anymore. We're at 114,000 if you saw yesterday's video. It says right there. Oh boy, during its first, I can't even talk. It's the first day with the new tongue. During its first full week of availability, sales increased by 6,318 units to reach 127,125. More recently, the set was listed as currently unavailable, with sales slipping by 2,166 pickup sticks in the prior report and by another 10,000 in the latest report, bringing the total down to 114,350. Folks, if you own one of these sets, yeah, you're probably pretty stoked about that right about now. It's one of the least minted in the modern era for the silver-proof sets beginning in 1992. That's correct. Now, what's interesting about this, and I've heard from several people already, is that when they got the set, they opened it up, they checked it out, everything was fine, they put it in the safe, they put it away, and then they saw these videos that I'm doing, and then they look at them, they inspect them, and they're like, hey, it's yellowing, it's toning, and that's under a month. Within a month, these bad boys are getting toned, and not like physically fit. Nuh-uh, nothing like that. No, we're talking, look at that. You know what I'm saying? It's not pretty. Now, it says here, released on July 31st and limited to 7,500 coins, the 2025 West Point proof Sacagawea gold dollar became unavailable after about 8 hours after its launch. Since then, only small quantities have briefly reappeared. 4 reports ago, the total edged up by 4 to 7,444. The following report showed no change. In the next update, it increased by 47 to 7,491, while the latest report shows a slight decline of 5 to 7,486. Now, here we go. This is profound, and I think it goes along with what I said yesterday. The United States Mint's going to have to right-size their sales for the following issuances for the comic art coin and metal program. It says the U.S. Mint Superman-themed gold coin and silver metals debuted on July 24, right? August 24, September 24. So we're about a month and a half out, with the first 4 days of pre-sales showing the least expensive metal leading at 30,228 units, followed by the 2.5 ounce version at 11,764, and then the gold coin at 6,146. Well, that's not what's going down anymore. What's going down, yeah, the actual sales, people are canceling their orders. It's quite remarkable. Recent weekly movement for the Superman themed products shows week ending August 10. Now let's go here, week ending September 1st, right? Gold coin down 25, 2.5 ounce metal declined by 171. The 1 ounce metal dropping a total of 1,272. Yeah. Are those canceled orders? I think they are. All right, current totals now stand at 5,795 for the gold coin, 12,474 for the 2.5 ounce silver metal, and 14,928 for the 1 ounce silver metal. Yeah, not a very popular program, and I don't think it's because people don't like comics. I think it's because the price to begin with from the United States Mint for their precious metal coins and metals is outrageous, and they come with a really tremendous premium, and then you compound that with the licensing fee for what the DC folks get. Yeah, it's really out of reach for a lot of people. It really is. And the latest data, no longer available, Privy Mark 250th Anniversary Army 2025 West Point struck proof American Silver Eagle slipped by another 326. Did it slip at 326 before? I don't know. To 98,055. This marks the 4th straight weekly reduction or decline following early decreases of 1,119, 2689, 2296. Its official mintage is a 100,000. Yep. Isn't that interesting? Now let's get to the top 10 U.S. Mint weekly sellers, I guess. Below is the roster of the Mint's most sought-after numismatic products for the week ending September 1st. Because of the Labor Day holiday on Monday, the latest reporting period covers an extra day of sales activity. Isn't that special? All right, yeah, look at that. Number 1 spot's taken by the American Innovation Dollar Proof Set, sold 47,145. The U.S. Mint said that's the uncirculated coin set, sold 3,652. The new total is 146,101. And remember, the stated product limit on that one is 190,000. Number 3 is the flagship Proof Silver Eagle out of West Point, New York, sold 1,847. That's actually increased lately. Not sure why. It also appears that it might be condition rare. The new total is 224,808. Number 4 is the Juliet Gordon Low Quarter Ornament, sold 1,084. Number 5 is the American Liberty Silver Medal. That's right, sold 1,030. And look at that, we're halfway through and we're still in the thousands. I think that says a lot about the demand for the last week. All right, number 6 spot, here you go. This is incredible. It's a 2025 Kennedy 200 coin bag. All right, they sold 961 for just under 10,000. And I think the stated product limit on that one is 11,550 or 11,500 or so. So that means there's probably 2 more weeks at sales of this pace. 2 more weeks of inventory left, and that 200 coin bag is gonzo. Number 7 is the 2025 Ida B. Wells quarter ornament. Number 6 is the Althea Gibson quarter ornament. Number 9 is the Dr. Vera Rubin quarter ornament, and that's my favorite quarter from this year, Dr. Vera Rubin quarter. 876 pickup sticks, and then we have here the Stacey Park Milburn quarter ornament at 868. That rounds out the top 10. In this latest report, the Mint published sales data for 591 numismatic products. 3 products saw week-over-week sales gains, week-over-week gains of more than 1,000 units. Wow, look at that, 3 over 1,000 compared to 4 previously. Is it slowing down? Not by much. U.S. Mint sales momentum edged higher last week, with 109 products surpassing their previous gains. As noted, this total reflects 1 additional day of reporting due to the Labor Day holiday on Monday, putting it above the prior week's 101 and in line with the recent weekly increases of 94, 90, 110, 85, 103, 105, 89, 120, 98, and 93. And this all coincides with the that July or that June 13th release for the Army Privy Marked American Silver Eagle. It says here, in addition, here we go, this is a big knock, 14 products registered negative weekly sales declines compared to 9 in last week's report. Aside from the 2 products already mentioned, the remaining declines were minimal, with each down by just a single unit. And they keep doing that, and I think that is a heads up, right? Heads up that the Mint is probably going to be having another yard sale. I really think they will. And that's probably going to be around late November, could be, after Thanksgiving Day. Now, here we go with the solid numbers here and the percentages. This is my favorite part, the part I really like. All right, U.S. Mint sales numismatic products below are the table showing the latest available sales. So U.S. Mint numismatic products, the sales period covers from August 25th to September 1st. Products with an asterisk are no longer available or had no reported sales. Look at that. And I keep saying it each and every single week that the 2025 commemorative coins for the 250th anniversary of the Marine Corps are solid. And what's interesting, why didn't they do all 3 of the branches that are celebrating their 250th this year, right? The Army, the Navy, and the Marine Corps? Begs the question, because we already are getting a 250th anniversary American Silver Eagle with the Marine Privy Mark coming out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. All right, commemorative coins from last year, and that's amazing that they even have these up still. I wonder if they're going to keep them up going forward for all of them, even in 2026. Morgan and Peace dollar sales, yeah, pretty solid, but nothing really over, 33% higher than it was last week. So that's kind of an interesting total. There we go. Comic, art, coin, and metals. Look at that. And I just got, it just, when you see these numbers, it really puts it into perspective about what's going on with this program. And I do believe each and every single one of these negative numbers are actually, people calling the United States Mint or going, and saying, I'm just going to cancel my order. It's just not working out. You know what I'm saying? It's incredible. Yeah, by 1,272 units for that 1 ounce silver medal. And like I said before, I think the Mint is going to have to right size their sales going forward for the Batman, the Wonder Woman, Batgirl, Robin, and the Flash, and so on and so forth. They're just going to have to do some soul searching on that one and figure out what's what. 25th anniversary, Sacagawea gold dollar, yeah, -5 right there to 74.86. The flowing hair, we're not talking about that. Liberty and Britannia, not so much. Look at this, the Army, yeah, sold 79, while the Navy, which is typically first or second, has only sold 53 this week. All right, American Liberty products, yeah, where are these coming from? American Liberty gold coin sold 602. American Liberty silver medal sold 1,030. Where are they coming from? Well, 7:30 in the morning, folks. If you know, you know. Let's keep on keeping on. Clad proof sets, yeah, they lost 5. And it's interesting how the United States Mint, they said they were going to produce 420,002 of these, but yet we are only standing now at 304,744. What's interesting about that is that did they have any issues? Not issuances, but did they have any issues with the coins or the COA? Not that I know of, right? Oh, look at this. Looks like their spreadsheet has a little bit of an error right there. It's got hashtag div divided by 0 and an exclamation mark. Isn't that something? So what kind of an increase? Well, it didn't matter because it's the first day of sales or the first week of sales for the innovation proof set. So yeah, what's going on with this proof set? I don't know. And then look at this, the silver proof sets. Wow. There's only 114,350 that are in the wild right now. And are you one of those lucky holders? And what's interesting, some people bought 2 to 3 of them, right? And that number is those people will probably handsomely rewarded going forward in the future. Almost a 8.5% decrease in sales there, 10,609. And we talked about it already a little bit. How people are, hey, they get them in their hand, they, in the shipping, they open up the box, they check them out, they inspect them, they look great. And next thing you know, a month later, yeah, the quarters have some yellow toning. The dime has some yellow toning. What's up with that? I don't even know. It's kind of whack. Not sure if that's even fun to even talk about. I don't like toning. I really don't like toning. U.S. Mint uncirculated sets. Look at that, 2.5% increase there, 3,652. Total mintage on that one, it's going to be 190,000. At least that's what they say. Kids coins, ornaments. Look at that, bam. That's the last we're going to see of United States Mint ornaments. Not only for the American Women quarters, but we're talking the Mighty Minters and just the regular issuance for the U.S. Mint ornament. Now, they could come out with something next year, but we won't know that until the 2026 product schedule comes out, and that's going to be pretty outstanding. I can't wait for that to happen. Now, here we go, proof and reverse proof, Silver Eagles. And I have tried to find the sales numbers on the United States Mint website for their numismatic sales, and I pop in the product number, the code, whatever you like to call it there, and nothing comes up. I get bupkis, nothing, nada. All right, it's like it never existed. However, thanks to these folks over here at coinnews.net, they've got some numbers for us, and that was 59,520 on the very first day. And when the United States Mint lifted the household order limit, I think the remaining 15 to 12,000, I can't remember what our source said, but yeah, they were gonzo, like that day, like within 5 minutes. And was it a bot? I don't know. But I can tell you this, you can't get them anymore, and I believe they are condition rarity. And what is going to be the total final sales number for this particular coin? I do believe it's probably going to be close to the V75 American Silver Eagle, the first American Eagle with the first privy mark right there. The first American Eagle that had a privy mark was the V75, end of World War II. That's amazing. So yeah, 75,000 could be 80,000, but I don't think they're going to reach that 98,000 or 100,000 threshold that they said they will. I just don't believe it. All right, here we go with the Army Privy, negative 326. The regular Proof Eagle, I'm telling you, this is not a big number. Let's go ahead, look at that Proof Silver Eagle from last year, 2024, 286,000. They're still selling them, right? I think the Mint's going to have to right size their Proof Silver Eagles for next year. They got a lot on their plate. Look at this. The go to 2023 West Point. Where is it? There it is. Proof Eagle, 436,488. Yeah, that's what they typically sell. Look at this. The year before, 2022, West Point Proof. Yeah, almost 500,000. We're at what? Yeah, 224,808. And it's almost the end of the year. We got 3 months till December, and this bad boy came out earlier this year, one of the first or second months. It's quite incredible, and how sales have really dipped. And it's the premium that the United States Mint is putting on these silver products. And I'll tell you what, with the silver priced at $41.16, is the Mint going to raise their prices again? Yeah, probably, and probably sooner than later, I would think, especially if those numbers keep on keeping on. All right, uncirculated Silver Eagle, I think there's about 100,000 of those bad boys going to be sold totally. That includes the bulk here, and that's about 12,000 and change, and these probably have maybe less than 1,000 to go right now. Proof American Eagles, look at the percentages here, always strong, has been the whole year for the 2025 Proof American Eagle gold coins. Definitely something to keep an eye on. Uncirculated American Eagle gold coin from 2025, yeah, another strong increase, 1.36%, nothing wrong with there. Look at the Proof American Buffalo or Bison coins, whatever you like to call it, almost up a percentage for 2025. And this is, some folks love these Buffalo gold coins. Yeah, they sure do. All right, let's keep on keeping on. Proof American Platinum Eagle, just kind of a blip. American Palladium Eagle, there you go, 1% increase for the 2024 West Point Proof. Here we go, the Presidential Silver Medal is going to keep on keeping on. American Innovation Reverse Proof Sets, can't wait for that to come out in 2025, because that means, well, could you imagine what this Florida Innovation Dollar and the Texas Innovation Dollar look like in a reverse proof? Yeah, come on now, that's going to be amazing. It really will. Now, here we go with the Texas Innovation Dollar. I can't believe these are actually popping up, blipping up here and there. 2 for the 25 coin roll out of Denver. Look at this, a negative 12 for Philadelphia, and then 4 bags from Denver and 4 bags from Philly. Isn't that something? Where are they coming from? Because look at this, the Florida Innovation dollars, yeah, gonzo. You can't get those anymore. Can't touch this, like that guy said, Hammer. That's MC Hammer. All right, here we go. American Innovation dollars out of Michigan. The 25 coin roll set from Philly lost 1. They sold 1 from Denver. And then the sales here for the 100 coin bag, yeah, increased by 1.9% and 4% there. That's pretty solid, actually. And those are beautiful, beautiful designs on that 2025 American Innovation dollar featuring the state of Michigan. No doubt about it. Let's keep on keeping on. We're going to wrap things up soon. I think we're looking at the Native American dollars and the Kennedy half dollars, and then the American women quarters. And then that's it. And we'll go to the +1 action. All right. There we go. Native American dollar. Check that out. We got pretty decent increase here on that 250 coin box. And then we sold for the, looks like the Philadelphia Native American $1 100 coin bag, 15 of those bad boys there. So that's interesting. And they're still all available from 2025. Hasn't sold out yet. And sometimes we do see a sellout because look at this, 2024, yeah, gonzo. So these aren't selling as well as we typically would see. All right, here we go. Kennedy half dollars. Look at that. A 10%, almost an 11% increase in sales for the Kennedy half dollar. That is remarkable. Almost 1,000 units sold and 10,000 total. And remember, I think the stated product limit is 11,550 or so, maybe just 11,500. But if we have sales of 961 per week, that's 1,800. Yeah, there goes the neighborhood. It's gone. And there's no more 2025 dated Kennedy half dollars left for sale. Now you'll be able to find them in the uncirculated coin set, and you'll be able to find them. And you know what's interesting? I just had this thought, you know, if the silver proof sets are really low mintage this year, which you're seeing already, what's that silver proof, the limited edition silver proof set? What are sales going to be like on that one? Right? You see, now you see where I'm going with that, right? That's kind of interesting. I might have to pick one up because I didn't pick I'm so bummed I didn't pick the other one up. Man, I thought I was going to be able to later. Now, here we go with the Stacey Park Milburn quarters. Yeah, this is typically what we see. I thought sales were a little bit high last week when I did this report, and now we're getting confirmation. Yeah, almost 10% decrease across the board here, except for the 3-roll set. That's one of the most highly coveted, although it has the biggest sales drop out of all of them, negative 571. That's brutal. Yeah, but that's typically what we see after they first get issued. So yeah, not close to the other quarters yet, but that's okay. Give it time and they will be sold out. And could the Mint actually take them out off the shelf? Maybe, but I doubt it. And I think that's it on the American Women Quarters. After that, we just have some related articles. All right, let's go to the +1 action. Yes, this is about dress. Nah, not dress, like, you know, but how you dress, right? This is probably how you dress, how you look. It says people greet you according to your dress, to how you dress, I probably should say. They say goodbye according to your sense, your wisdom, your intelligence, the way you act and behave, right? So it says here, if I'm going to wrap my head around it, while a good first impression can open doors, it is our behavior, intellect, and character that truly determines how we are ultimately regarded. Yeah, you know, talk about that. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what are you talking about? Yeah. It's kind of a bummer in the summer for you if you act like that. Now, over here to 39's Fine, 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. This is Bellamy Brothers. Let your love flow. And it's part of that. I think it's that Budweiser commercial, if I'm not mistaken, with the horse. Yeah, where he rolls in that keg, you know, a horse walks into a bar. That's kind of a cool commercial. I like it. Anyway, Bellamy Brothers, let your love flow with lyrics on screen. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please sub the channel. It's absolutely free. Well, what's not free, you might ask? Well, that's the membership. It's $1.99 a month. It's the price of a cheap cup of coffee once per month with me. And yeah, I help start your morning each and every single day if you watch it in the morning. We got good vibes. And let's see, you know, the price for that membership is about, what, 6.6 cents per video in a 30-day month. It's not a whole lot of, and if it is, I hope your situation changes drastically, rapidly. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Stacker out.